Where's Klaus? There he is. Come on over here, bud. Good boy. Good boy. How you doing? How you doing, huh? We ready to go for a nice walk? Are we ready to go? What do you have on your face? You got something funny on your face. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, Christopher Aaron here. Welcome. We are at our favorite place, which is deep in the woods somewhere. And I thought I would take you with us as we usually do. I'm here with my trusty sidekick, Klaus. And my apologies if the camera is a bit shaky. I don't like to bring a whole lot of fancy equipment with me when we get out into the woods. Just wanted to bring you along for a little walk and talk. Well, which way are we gonna go, huh, Klaus? Which way are we gonna go? Should we go that way? That way? This way? That way? Or that way? What's it gonna be? I think we should go this way. Come on. We'll take this little path here. The path less walked by, some might say. So what were we talking about anyway? We were talking about the Federal Reserve. And at some point you gotta say, who in their right minds actually thinks that the Federal Reserve is ever going to allow interest rates to rise to their natural level, which would be somewhere in the 3 or 4 or 5% range for short-term rates? I mean, is this ever going to happen? Perhaps not even in our lifetimes, the way things are going now. Rates have really been suppressed since the crisis of 2007 and 2008, so we're going on 14 years now of suppressed interest rates. Absolutely insane. What's even more insane is the fact that we all have to worry so much about what the Federal Reserve is doing. There's very little real investing anymore in the world. So much of investing is what gimmick, what trick, is the central bank going to do this time? What Operation Twist are they going to do? What bailout program are they going to do? How much money printing are they going to do? Who are they going to give that printed money to? It is quite a bit annoying, but that is the state of the world today. I wish we had ideal markets that we could actually evaluate rationally. What'd you hear, huh, bud? Anything there? Come on, let's keep going, huh? Yeah, let's keep going. Where's that lookout platform, huh? Yeah, I think it's this way. You're right. There's a nice little lookout spot here in the woods. I've been here once before. Let's see if we can find it again. Guys, so this is really what keeps me sane. Stepping away from the computer, stepping away from the BS with the Federal Reserve and other central banks, getting back in touch with something a little bit more real, a little bit more true. But at the same time, I'm not a doom and gloomer. I'm someone who sees problems in the world, absolutely. Problems with the way things are run. Yet, at the same time, we have us as human beings who are making progress as a net sum. We are expanding into the universe, throughout the world, throughout the cosmos, literally and figuratively. in multiple ways. And so in my opinion, it's not only that there are shenanigans going on at the Federal Reserve and, well, let's call it what it is, outright theft. It's not only that, it's also that there are incredible opportunities in this day and age that we all have available to us. So there are multiple threads, there are multiple currents that are crisscrossing, and sometimes one current, the negative current, let's say, of central banking or war or inflation, is the primary current that is impacting us on a given day, but it's not the only current. There is another current which is called us as human beings, the creatures that we share this planet with, the four-legged ones, the non-legged ones, and the other two-legged ones. And I do believe together we are doing some good, despite the attempts to stop us. So let's never get too down on each other and think that it's, always just woe is us because we have to deal with debasement of currencies and stock markets which are inflated beyond all historic measures. Let's not always go down that route. Let's remember sometimes, and look what we found here. This is the lookout platform that I was talking about. Sometimes, even on a misty day, life gives you a decent little view. And you know why? It's because if you succumb to the they are going to win type of attitude, they are out to get us and they are going to win, if you let that dominate your consciousness, it's very hard to find motivation to want to participate and to want to experience this world. And so a narrative that I like better is that, certain entities, certain individuals are trying to rob us or suppress our potential. But you know what? That's the history of this planet. And we as human beings are on an upward and outward trajectory. I firmly believe that. And that outward trajectory is showing no signs of being stopped by those who attempt to do so. It is not. And so we are on the winning side of this battle by all evidence, even though over certain short-term periods they indeed can throw speed bumps at us and try to hold us back with chains. But it doesn't work over the long run. So let's do what we need to do to protect ourselves, to profit from the period of time that is coming up ahead. And then let's enjoy. Well, should we keep going, huh, bud? Come on. We gotta go this way. Very good. Guys, if you like to get out in the woods, it definitely helps to have a 90-pound German Shepherd with you. I'm just gonna say. This guy is aware of everything that is happening here on levels that I am not. Definitely makes you feel safe having him. So in case you were wondering, Klaus is 5 now, and I got him when he was 8 weeks old. We are pretty close at this point, you could say. He still basically acts like a puppy most of the time. What do we got here, bud, huh? His default mode is to want to play. And it looks like at this point, at 5, he's not going to outgrow that anytime soon. Isn't that right, Klaus? Hey. But I'll have it. I'll take it. Let's go this way, huh? You know, when I first got him, it's interesting. I remember saying, wouldn't it be great to just have a dog who always wants to play? Or his default mode, if you will, is to want to play. And sure enough, that's what this guy is like. He has other sides to him too, don't get me wrong. Extremely protective. When we are at home, extremely protective of the home base. And when you hear his bark, you would basically have to be an insane person ready to break in, and you'd have to be ready to shoot a dog if you wanted to try to break in to our house. And that's not going to be a guarantee either. When you hear his bark, it is for real. But aside from that, his default mode is to want to play, which I really appreciate because sometimes I tend to veer toward the serious side of life. And this guy reminds me that at the end of the day, I mean, what's the point? What's the point of everything? You know, what's the point of all the work? What's the point of all the worry if you can't play?
What is this? Is this a new frisbee? Is this a new frisbee? Oh, really? Really? Is that what you do? Drop it. Very good. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Let's show him. Ready?
Are you ready? Take that as a yes. Really good. Really